Hello everybody and welcome to Romancefull Tarot. I'm about to begin here with a reading. Now, this is a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. This reading here is a general reading, so it might not resonate with everybody, so please do take whatever resonates with you, whatever you're feeling comfortable with, and, just leave the rest aside. If it doesn't make any sense with you, it's okay. It's a general reading. It does happen. However, if you do have any questions, you would like to have some clarity, you'd like to have your own personal reading, I do have a variety of readings that are available. You can contact me at romancefulltarot@gmail.com for any information. You can also find all of the contact information right below the video here into the YouTube Dropbox. On another note, please do, if you have not yet subscribed and you do enjoy my channel and you do enjoy my videos, please do click the subscribe button to show your support and to show your support to myself and to the channel, and it is always greatly appreciated. So with no further ado, we're going to begin this reading here. What we want to know is, do they still love you? Okay, so we're just going to flip these cards over. I'm using Alice in Wonderland with an Alice in Wonderland Oracle card. Let's turn these cards and see what's going on. I have the Nine of Wands, I have the Moon, I have the Five of Pentacles, the Magician, the Ten of Wands, I have the Five of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Wands, and I have the Seven of Swords. So, what is going on here? I'm going to begin over here, okay? I have the Nine over here of Wands, and I also have the Ten of Wands. I'm going to show both of them to you because I do believe that this is your couple, okay? I believe that both of you right now, look at this face, that is an angry face. I think that both of you are very unhappy into this relationship. I think that both of you are not really getting what it is that you want out of this relationship. I feel as though one person is just carrying way too much onto their back, onto their shoulders. I feel as though this might be you here. I feel that it's just too much, okay? There's too much burden onto the shoulders. I feel like you're doing much more into the relationship to make the relationship work out than the partner is. But that being said, I feel as though, yes, the weight on your shoulders is becoming way too heavy. You don't want to continue, carrying that weight. You're not even quite sure you can make it to the next point. Same thing over here with a partner with the Nine of Wands. Now, Nine of Wands, now he has already stuck 8 wands into the ground and he is upset, okay? Now, he could be a she, but here is a he, okay? So, not happy at all. This is a very difficult situation. This is about, sticking these sticks into the ground, and you don't really know if you can do it anymore, okay? This is really an indication that you're just fully worn out, okay? It's being about beaten down by the challenge that your relationships are facing right now. And, the feeling that I'm getting right now is that the partner is really thinking, you know what, I just can't take this anymore, and I just want this to be over with. I don't want to face it anymore. Unfortunately, they do have some things left to do. They cannot, I feel as though they cannot leave quite right away, and so this is why they're staying there. And they're staying there to put that last wand into the ground, which unfortunately for them, they're just not able to do it right away. So this is really what I'm seeing, how the relationship is going between both of you right now. One of them just cannot take it anymore. The other one still does want. I feel like you still do want to be in this relationship, although you are tired of all this mess and all this frustration and sadness. But then again, here you are still carrying that weight, but you can't take it for much longer. You have to get rid of that weight. I feel as though there's a lot of arguments going around into the relationship. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of arguments, and it's a lot about the ego, I do have to say, okay? This is there's always a little bit of a competition maybe between both of you. There's conflicts, very strong personalities, both of you, and this just does a complete clash. There's disagreements, and that your disagreements can just escalate over and over and over. They don't not just a little tiny thing. It gets worse. And this, of course, is all because of your ego. You have a very strong ego, and so does your partner. So these are just arguments. You're unable to agree, just different views, not sharing the same type of goals for the long term, not getting along. This is really what I'm seeing into the relationship. I feel as though over here, we're going to move up to the moon. With the moon over here, it's a card that suggests that, you're in a situation where there's a lot of uncertainty. Things are very murky. You're not seeing very well. You're really in the darkness. You're in the shadows. You don't really know much. You're trying to get some information because you would like this relationship to work out, but you're not really getting any information at all. They're not releasing any information to you. That being said, I feel as though the partner here is keeping secrets, and the secrets that they're keeping, I believe that they're planning on leaving, but their big secret, if you want, is I do not believe that they want to tell you that they're planning on leaving, and this is the secret that is being found over here with the moon card. So, and sometimes here you really do have to be careful with your dreams, with your illusions. This is really about facing your deepest fears and the desires. It's the warnings. You have to be very careful. Try to listen to your intuition. Be careful of illusions. As I said, there is some hidden information that you don't know about that is going to be appearing. I do have to say that, as I said, I do believe that this is going to be about moving out. Your faces, your darkest fears, which is, this relationship just ending. You don't want to face it. You don't want to be in that situation. It's been anguishing you for quite some time. You can have nightmares over it. It's causing you some trouble sleeping. I really feel as though, this is just really the end for you. You don't want to accept it. You don't want to see it. And you just don't know really how to deal with it. That being said, I have over here the Magician card. And the Magician card, Magician is really quite wise. They have all the tools possible to make anything happen into their own reality, of course. And when the Magician shows himself to you, the Magician is really trying to say that you need to, how could I say this? You need to recognize, okay, that everybody has their own free will, and that your own free will comes with power and responsibility, and you cannot modify the one of another. So you can do whatever you want, they can do whatever they want, but you cannot come into their free will. You cannot modify it, even if you're a magician and you have all the tools possible. So, and also you have to understand yourself to know exactly, you have to understand yourself to know exactly what it is that you want, okay? Without that clarity, everything you're going to do and everything what is going to be happening into this relationship is going to be a confused mess. That being said, the Magician is really trying to tell you, in other words, that, yes, you do have all the possibilities that are ahead of you. You can do whatever it is that you want. You can stay, you can leave, you can try and modify. But what you really can't do is you can't change the other person's free will. Okay? You cannot do that. And you must understand the clarity of what you want and what they want in order to move in any direction. The direction that this is moving in, I feel as though, as I said over here, they're going to be moving. I feel that they are leaving. I feel like these ships are sailing away, but I do believe this is not something that has just appeared like this. This is something they've been planning for a little while, and they just haven't said so. Maybe a time to find an apartment or to move, or, there is something they are not telling you. This is a big secret. They are going to be moving away. It is planned. They do have a date. They do have a moment when they're going to be leaving, and this is what this card is telling me right here. It is a planned voyage that has been calculated, and from that, you are over here with the Five of Pentacles are going to have to face your deepest fears of the relationship ending. You don't want to. You want to stay, and this is what is depicted with this huge Todd frog here. That you're being pulled away from a situation that you would like to stay in. It's that you're finding unbelievable. It's very, very difficult. But and this is really what this card is all about. It's really about being shut out of a situation. It's about being forced out. It being dragged away, not wanting to go, really indicating that this is not your choice at all. You're not the one who decided this ending for the relationship. So your attachment is still there. It's still on the other side of the door in that relationship. And, you're feeling quite, you're feeling quite sad. You don't want this to happen. You're being put out into the cold there. And then I have over here the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is your partner who is leaving. They're leaving as a theft. They are leaving, maybe they'll be leaving throughout, I'm sorry about that. Maybe they'll be leaving throughout the night. That is difficult to say, but I do believe that they are going to be leaving. They're leaving like a thief in the night. So they're going to be leaving with, with your emotions. They're leaving with some personal baggage of yours. They might be leaving with some belongings of yours, but mostly they're going to be leaving with pieces of parts of your puzzle, of your love, of you. And this is what you're feeling. You're feeling like they're robbing you of time, robbing you of love. They've robbed you of many things into this relationship, and this is why I have the portrait here of a thief that is leaving. So that being said, I'm going to move over to the Oracle card here. Oracle card, Alice in Wonderland says, follow your own good advice. Follow your own good advice is, you know what? Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. Harsh self-judgment for a mistake or an error made, personal expectations that are causing inconsolable sadness over here, a reminder to detach, to find clarity, to follow your own personal guidance system, which has, very, very practical solutions for you. So this card just comes to correlate just perfectly with the reading here. So I'm sorry for this one here. I'm going to have to say no, or they're going to be leaving. So please remember, this is a general reading. It might not apply to you. If you do have any questions, you would like to have your own reading, your own clarity, you can contact me at romancefulltarot@gmail.com. In the meanwhile, please don't forget to subscribe. I do wish you a fantastic day. Thank you for being there, and I'll be seeing you soon.